So, thought I'd bring you out today to show a version of a £25 shop. As due to our recent feature in the Daily Mail and the Metro. We have been absolutely bombarded with questions as to how do you do that? And obviously from weeks do vary, and that's because you have to include other things, but on Food Shop we don't really go over that. If anything, it's less. I know what I'm cooking for the next 3 days. I've already cooked it. I'll link that video below if I don't attach it to this, and I can make that last 3 days, and I'm going to get the rest of the things that I need to help bump up those 3 meals. See you in a bit. Need this stuff. I've done it for you guys because you have been requesting that I show you how you can shop for a large family on as little as £25 a week. Now, some people are a bit skeptical about it, but yes, I'm sure you would be, especially if you're in the hundreds, spending in the hundreds every single week. Now, our dried foods, we've already bought our dried foods. We've already soaked and boiled our lentils and beans, and I'll link that video below. I have also already cooked using some leftovers and adding to it for the next 3 days. So the reason why I say 3 days is because I know how long a big pot that I cook usually lasts. And I make different meals out of the same beans or lentils, or I could switch it if I want to, just defrost and switch. For about 3 days, and I make different things to top or to in addition to what I've already made. So today I made sure that I didn't just go to places where you might be assuming that I've shopped today, and most of the time, if I'm honest, we go and we see what reduced items they have in Marks and Spencer's, good old M&S food. Please call me for a food advert. And sorry, and Sainsbury'S. So what did we find today? So in M&S, okay, let me show you the receipts first of all, just so you can see I actually have change today from £25. So we've actually still got £4 change. So you can see this receipt is the Sainsbury'S receipt. I've only covered my card details. And you can see at the bottom there where it's got the dates. Hopefully it focuses. Yeah. And this is the M&S receipt. So I had to get a reprint of this because for some reason, come on, focus. For some reason, the machine wasn't working for the receipt. So I got this printed again at customer services just to make sure I could show you guys. So, what did we get in M&S? So today in M&S we got some red cabbage, and they were 29 pence each, so I got both of them, and they were reduced. from 80p, which still isn't too bad. But we will use this. We can either make coleslaws with it, or we can make pickled cabbage to accompany a meal, or I like to make salads with cabbage as well, as you saw. And as I have said to many of you, I love cabbage in my salads, the raw salads. So we have 2 of those. We have a coconut, which was 80p. I'll keep the receipts next to me just to make sure I remember. And yes, sometimes you go over £25 because you need things that are not necessarily on your weekly list, but there could be a birthday, or you are doing a particularly batch bake that week. If we were baking and we're cooking a lot of things at once, we'd probably go over this, but it will last us a very long time, just because of the way that we use things. So this coconut was 80p from M&S, and then we have the whole cucumbers in M&S are 60p each, and we have 2 of those. And the celery was 70p, and we got 1 celery. And we found these as well. These, I love seasonal products. That's what I love. I love to buy seasonal products. So these are seasonal potatoes. Few spuds. These will go nicely with one of the dinners. I might chop them into halves and use probably just half a bag at a time, and make a nice little potato mix, or I could cream it down and then add a bit of almond or coconut or cashew milk and make it into like a creamy potato. And these were actually 40p, so I was really 45p these were, so I was really happy with these. They're called Seasoned Gold potatoes. And then in M&S we also got carrots today, and this bag was 50p. And what else did we get in M&S? I think that was it from M&S, isn't it? Yes, so that was it, I think. So okay, so moving on to Sainsbury's. We have...
I think we got the onions with it.
The onions are from Sainsbury's, Kenzie. So from Sainsbury's we have the coconut milk and the cashew milk. Now, someone asked me how on earth we get to only use 2 in a whole week. And the way that we do that is by sometimes not having things like cereals for breakfast. Sometimes I will cook down a veg mix. Like we'll probably have onions, garlic, celery, some carrots, and cooked a veg mix, flavour it, and maybe might throw some water crackers in there too, and have that as a breakfast with dumplings, fried dumplings or boiled dumplings, or bakes like Trini bakes as well. And we'll use our flours for that too. And sometimes we don't necessarily have cereals and things like that. And our cereals, actually, we buy a big bag of muesli from Holland & Barrett that's usually around the £5 mark, but we do tend to get that in the reduced style, to be honest, and we pay probably about £2 for it, and it's a massive bag of muesli in Holland & Barrett. So that's how we don't go steaming through milks. The other way that we do as well is we add water to it too, because these milks do sometimes contain sugar and salt, and it's over, you know, what we would like to have in our diet. So we sometimes stretch the milk by adding water, and if it tastes a little bit watery, which you don't really notice when I flavour up cereals, and we add a bit of vanilla to it, a bit of cinnamon, and just give it a bit of a different flavour, and sometimes turmeric milk too. So we like the turmeric milk, don't we guys? So we tend to, that's how we stretch the milks. But if I'm honest, apart from Mark has a coffee every so often, but we don't really use that much milk because we drink a lot of water. I drink herbal teas, and I drink hot water all day, so I don't really use milk. I'm not a tea fiend or anything like that. And the coconut milk, I would use this. I probably use half the tin in one of the dinners for the week, whether it's to cream up the potatoes or use it as to make a curry or something, and then the other half I will use for cornmeal porridge. So we love our cornmeal porridge, and on top, you'll see me do this on one of the breakfast days. I'll probably film it. We crack a coconut and we drain the water, we use it in the porridge, and then we also use a bit of coconut milk for the porridge too. And we might top it up with a little bit of coconut milk too, but that just depends on how I'm feeling. We don't have to though, because like I said, we use water and flavour the water so that you don't miss out on taste. So enough of that. And so we have garlic. What else did we have on the Sainsbury's list actually? Sorry, let's go down the list like this. So we have a Swede for 80p, and Hezekiah's actually weaning now, and I will be doing a series of Hezekiah's weaning journey. So we're starting him on these root vegetables as well. So he'll be getting his little cubes ready, because we do baby led, don't we? Baby led weaning. And we have a butternut squash. The butternut squash for this size, which is 1.155 kilograms, was £1.73. And what else did we get? We talked about the coconut milk. We got some cherry tomatoes this week as a change. We might put these in the salad or have them as a bit of an evening snack. And we also have some onions. Like I said, a lot of these things I already have, but what I'm going to do is only use this produce for the week and show you how I stretch it. And we have some garlic, we've shown the garlic, sorry, and we have some cavolo, Neuro kale. We love this kale. We love this in our salads actually. We use it a lot in our salads. And we have some apples. These apples were 93p for these apples, so we got 3 packs of those. And the onions, sorry, were 50p. The garlic was 55p. The cherry tomatoes were 48p. Coconut milk has actually gone down in Sainsbury's. Thank you, Sainsbury's. This used to be, was it 135 or 150? It was back down to 90p now. So very good value for money. It's a good, nice coconut milk, that is. And we also have some oranges. And we don't usually give one child 1 orange each. We will cut up fruit, and they'll probably have half an orange each, half an apple each, cut up some carrots, bit of cucumber, bit of celery, few nuts, you know, that's the kind of snacks we do, with a bit of avocado. So we're not homing in on just one thing. We kind of chop and spread. Does that make sense? Anyway, okay, so we have some ripe avocados. We have 2 packs of these, and they were £1.35 each, which is quite good value for money, if I'm honest. And then we have the bananas, fair trade loose bananas. One bunch was 57p, another bunch was 65, and another bunch was 56. And I've spoken of the butternut squash already, which was £1.73. So, as I said, throughout the week I will show you how I will use these ingredients. I'm going to try and not mix them. And you know, I wouldn't say we have lots left of the others anyway. We were due a shopping the next day or two, but we just did it a bit early for you guys. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments that you've been giving us over the past few days. We really appreciate it, and I'm really excited to take you on this journey, because I've actually boiled and soaked just for you guys some extra portions so that you can see how I ration that too. And when I say ration, I don't mean being tight, saying, no, you can't eat anything, it's only Wednesday. I don't mean like that. I'm just showing you how you can simply spread, not waste. Just spread, you know, the ingredients and not use everything at once. Use a little bit of everything all week, and it works. So this video is especially for you guys. Thank you for all the love with the article, which was actually a 1.5 years ago, the original one, through the Birmingham Mail. But another reporter picked it up and asked if she could republish it and add a few extra new photos on. Thank you for Mr. Roberts, mrrobertsphotography.co.uk. That we were able to present you with as well. So that was that really. So that's why that's been updated, because it's very fitting at this time. So I thought, well, why not show you again how you can do it. So this is how. Bye for now. Thank you guys, you're so good. Thank you so much.